Hello and welcome to the chaos, friends. Welcome to the chaos that is my mind, this room, and the world. I don't know. Anyway, forget the real world, we're talking about the little world again now. So, yeah. So, the Bink Bonnie set is still sat downstairs waiting to be collected. I assume that's Monday it's going to be done. It does say next working day, but with how little communication you get from UPS about whether they're going to turn, when they're going to turn up to come and collect it, who knows, it could have gone today. Anyway, so that's out of sight, out of mind. Really fortunate with that one. And I have spent a good long time in trying to work out what to do next, and or where I go from here. And obviously it's continuous running versus end to end, double O versus N. I did those wrong around because continuous run would be N and end to end be double O. It'd have to be. There's the space I have in here. Yes, there will be a bigger space available, but I can't consider that just yet because that's going to be maybe a year, 2 years, 3 in the future. I can't bank on it just yet. I need it here and now. So I did some research. I even had to watch the YouTube channel I really don't care for because there weren't that many looks at the Dapol A4. The Sonic Models J50 seemed to score quite nicely. Yes. So okay, I was watching different A4 ones. Okay, it seems right. Obviously, you got that initial thing with the. In fact, you can see it on my model of Mallard, just at the top of the screen here, where the valve gear is missing on the Valenced Engage one. I've spoken about that before, so I won't bother with it again. But obviously, but you're not meant to be looking straight up against it like that because it's creating a scene. Some things people seem to go about Engage, including the manufacturers. I think when they listen to the people that are whinging about lack of detail, as long as it looks relatively reasonable, you haven't got your nose pressed up against it, unless you're doing a shunting laying then, I suppose. Who am I to judge? Anyway, immaterial. I was going to be able to live with that, and I was thought, okay, had a bit of a discussion with someone about the cost of it, and decided that actually, the set that comes with Mallard or Flying Scotsman and 4TX is actually not too bad. It's definitely something that would get you going. Obviously, you get both sets. You get 8 coaches. You can have a freight train on the other line. This, that, and the other. Excellent. But ultimately, still not ideal when you want to get any more A4s or anything. A3s would be the large one. Mallard was about the only one I really wanted for an Engage project because the Great Central main line wouldn't see many A4s. So, okay, I'm thinking I'll put fiNally on, and he's sitting sound to an A4. I start mocking out a layout. I get the Kato tracker all out, start mocking a layout with the points in it. Basically the same double track that if you've watched any of the streams or seen the videos previously, it's the same double track setup it was before, with some point work added on the far side. And it wasn't going to quite work with the points I had. I have 3 that suited, and then I only had the giant ones. And it was like, okay, it could work, but I need not so giant points. It's there. It was sort of. I just took a picture of that, and I was going to send it to Gary, who I was talking to today as well, and so we're going to send that picture, and I clicked the next video to watch. I had talking about Dapol tender engines. It's from Endor Model Railway, and he was listing all the problems he had with them, and I read the comments. I read comments on quite a few of the videos. I was trying to get a really sort of idea of what it's like out there for people, you know, these locos in the wild. Excuse me, sorry. And yeah, the reading wasn't good, and I thought, oh god, yeah, no, here we go. And then the second video I saw from Endor was the sorry state of engaged loco quality control, and this is something I'm familiar with on here for the UK. And it just brought back, yeah, this is the reason you sold all your engaged stuff, because you weren't happy. It's foolish to go back there. So, with 5 minutes in, this is really a quite short ramble for me. So sorry for anyone who's trying to use this to help them go to sleep. I understand these videos have been used for that, which is okay, it's good to know they're useful. I'm not entirely joking. I mean, apparently I do know. No, apparently I do know 2 people that have fallen asleep to it, to one of them. But yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. This is the bit of the YouTube channel which is very much for me to go back and look at. Why did I make that decision? Oh yeah, that's why I made it. Okay. Yes, so I've come to the conclusion that the walk of shame back to 00 is to be made. I still stand by TT as a wonderful gauge. I stand by the N gauge as a wonderful gauge as well. If I was a diesel enthusiast, pure and simple diesel enthusiast, or was going to do London Midland region, I know LMR's in the name, but wait for it to say LNER once YouTube lets you change it. Wait for it to say LNER again. Then this would be running now with diesels on it. I've got the 2 going to end up with Dale. I was going to ask his permission if I could just use them for a bit whilst I was, you know, waiting to get my own. But that's not the case. I'm not doing diesels. I'm not into diesels enough. I like the early diesels, but I'm not into them enough to to do a layout purely based on that. I like my steam tools. So yes, so I said, this is my conversation with Oak, good Sir Oak. I said I think it's going to be a case of just doing the best I can in 00 and accept that I will not have any ability to watch the trains go by until the new space is done. A suggestion of 00 was made by Mr. Oak, to which I explained I'm taking one bit off the ball with 009 to some degree. But yeah, I'm keeping up for the Water Department Light Railway. And I said a push-pull fitted train would be quite cool to watch, and it wouldn't require much thinking. And you know, because there's the G5s, aren't there? And Oaks then suggested get a shuttle unit, and it would take itself back and forth. And I could have the same effect. I could have, if I don't want to think, I just want to watch the train not go by, but I want the train run on its own. Watch the shuttle, switch the shuttle unit on and watch it. You know, just zone out watching that come back and forth. Interested to see how that works with sound, because I'd like to get a sound fitted one to do it with, because that just adds to the interest. But also then, say I'm doing a stream for you folks on YouTube, or I just want some life and all I want to do is shunt the yard. I don't particularly want to run a train, I just want to shunt the yard. Again, it can run then as well and provide some life to the rest of the railway, or something that will always be moving even if I stop for a minute. So yeah, there we are. So I'm hoping I've come up with a really clever title that's included N, a capital N, a capital double O, and a capital TT. But there's the result. It's going to be 00. So Tony, if you're watching, I'm sorry, those wagons are going to have to stay here now. And the locos, but yes, and that is me locking in. I can't change again. I can't go through all this crap again, and it is crap. I've tried to be as excitingly as possible, but it is ultimately, it drags you down. It does drag you down. It drags me down anyway. Now, regards to A4s running where they shouldn't do, well, anything up into and including the P2 and the W1 will be allowed on here. So yeah, for when I'm running my own trains. So yeah, we just have to excuse that. It's going to be Era 3. Just all over. I might do the odd window with some wartime style tape on it, you know, the cross masking tape type stuff. Might do the odd window here and there. So, you know, you can ask yourself, is it early war it's going on, or depending on the engine it's running, is it post-war and then taking it off again? So yes, you know, it will be nondescript somewhere between the start of Era 3 and the end of Era 3. Just enjoy the sights and light sights and hopefully sounds on some engines of the LNER during its existence. But yeah, so 11 minutes, not bad. Got it all out. And I get to keep my Mallard hat on my pride. I get to keep buying lots of Mallard merch. And there's a painting or two that I definitely want to get now. Hopefully to go there to replace that. It's a piece of a Vulcan. But I want more train things in here. And to be honest, I might put this into storage as well, because I'm not really into old buses, but I wanted to get that frame to protect it. So I could put that in storage and get one there as well. Anyway, with all that being said, I hope you all stay safe. Sorry to the folks in TT, but like I say, they're wonderful gauges. If Hornby had just continued to support their own gauge by keeping things in production at our basic essentials, no matter what engine you produce. I mean, like when the J50 comes out, say that's the thing that finally makes someone go, yep, I'm going to do this. Where's your brake vans? You can get a 3D printed one which needs a Mark 1 coach to go on, which is a Queen Mary brake van. Two very distinct ones really available. There's two Toads. One's a laser cut wooden kit, and one is a 3D print. Again, very distinctively Great Western. The 3D print I know needs a wagon which you need to cut up, which goes about 20 quid plus 19 quid, so that's £40 for a brake van, when the LNER ones from Hornby cost 25, 27 new, from what I was seeing all the places that it was out of stock yesterday. And even better is the Queen Mary, which comes in at 22 for the 3D print, and then whatever a Mark 1 coach costs, which I guesstimated from what I was seeing to be a roughly 60 quid brake van. Which if you're running the LNER is not great, because it's not even correct for what you're doing. So yeah, I think that's still poor. Hopefully in the April announcements they bring some out. That's the hope. But it's too late for me. Maybe too little too late for me. That is a basic item of rolling stock. Even if it's a generic BR 20 ton brake van, and that was the only one I did, it can be repainted, it can be sorted out, something can be done, because even the standard BR brake van was based on an LNER design. In fact, the one I got in 00. So yeah, it's I just think that's crazy. But yeah, too little too late for me. If you're loving TT, continue to love TT, because I want to watch your videos, I want to see your layouts progress, I want to enjoy that scale with you. If you like doing N-gauge, the same. You know, whatever gauge you do, whatever scale you do what's right for you, and that's ultimately what this has come down to. And that's what I've had to work out, is what exactly is right for me. And it's going to be 00. So, locking in, here we go. Let's enjoy it. Tally-ho! Not quite right for a radio video. Right away! There we are.